Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See ya. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning of love, serving food the what goes to, rising as the beat and mid Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Oh man, good to see you. Grand Rising, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Grand Rising to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Breakfast with the Thomases. I am one of your hosts, Alvin Thomas, coming to you live one gram at a time. It is a beautiful, a little tongue-tied this morning. Don't worry about it. We'll get it together right now. I hope everyone's having a great day. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty this morning, but give me about 2 seconds and we're going to get you guys squared away. But we got a great episode for you today. And I thought it was this would be a good jump off for a mental wellness Monday before we start sharing with you guys what's happening around the world, what's happening in your right in your next door. So just give me 1 second, like I said, and I got you guys covered. We're gonna do this. There we go. And then we do that. All right, so now that we got that up and ready to go. All right, so we got that all squared away and everything's on and popping. We got that covered. I appreciate you guys. We're on multiple platforms here. We're on StreamYard. We're on Clapper. We love having you guys here. YouTube, Twitch, and everybody. We're here. Growing up, I was a big fan of Japanese flicks and Chinese kung fu flicks. Guys old enough to remember used to go and hang out to the movies and watch them on Saturday, or run home at 3 o'clock if you're in New York and you watch Chinese theater. But they have a very somber way of handling things, and I was turned on to this the other day, and I'm thinking like, wow, these are some of the things that I've been dealing with, and these are some of the things that we talk about in P2G and we share with people how to handle finances and handle what goes forward. And I want you guys to really jump in and hear the conversation. I want you to take notes, and then I want you to make sure you hold on to this video because it's going to come back, and it's going to mean the world to you, and it's going to help everything that you're doing with your finances and moving forward. While we talk about what's happening in the current market. So, Grand Rising, this video will be on momentarily, and we'll be with you guys in just a second. Come on, let's get to this. Let's get it. Let me see. Okay. Pause. Hold on. Okay, let me see. It's supposed to be sharing. It's not sharing. Okay, we just managed to correct that.
Every month starts with the same promise. Your paycheck arrives. For a brief moment, everything feels possible. You pay the bills, buy groceries, maybe treat yourself to something small, and tell yourself that this month will be different. This month, you'll finally get ahead. Then life quietly takes over. A subscription renews. A dinner out turns into two. An unexpected expense appears without warning. Before long, your bank balance begins shrinking faster than you expected. You check your account more often. You start counting the days until payday. And when the next paycheck finally arrives, the cycle simply begins again. What's frustrating is that many people believe the solution is earning more. Yet countless people with higher salaries still find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. Somehow, every raise seems to disappear just as quickly as the last one. So perhaps the problem isn't the size of the paycheck. Perhaps it's the system behind it. In Japan, many families have long understood that lasting financial change rarely comes from one dramatic decision. Instead, it grows from small improvements repeated with remarkable consistency. This philosophy is known as Kaizen, the belief that meaningful transformation begins with tiny, continuous steps rather than giant leaps. Instead of asking, how can I completely change my finances? Kaizen asks a quieter question. What's one small thing I can improve today? That single shift in thinking has helped countless people replace financial stress with steady progress. Today, we're going to explore how Japanese people escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle through the quiet power of Kaizen and why the smallest changes often create the biggest transformations. The first crack. A massive concrete wall doesn't collapse in a single day. At first, it looks perfectly solid, strong, unmovable. Then one tiny crack appears. It's almost invisible. Most people walk past without noticing it, but day after day, rain enters that crack. The sun expands it. The cold widens it even further. Slowly, the wall begins to weaken, not because of one powerful force, but because of many small ones working together. Breaking financial habits follows the same pattern. People often believe they need one life-changing decision to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. A new job, a huge raise, a perfect budget. But Kaizen teaches something completely different. Big change begins with one small crack in an old habit. Maybe it's bringing lunch from home one day a week. Maybe it's checking your spending every Sunday evening. Maybe it's waiting 24 hours before buying something you don't truly need. Each action seems too small to matter. That's exactly why people underestimate it. Psychologists call this behavioral momentum. Small actions are easier to repeat, and repeated actions gradually become habits. Once a habit begins moving in the right direction, each success makes the next one feel a little easier. The first crack isn't exciting. No one celebrates it. No one notices it. But it changes the structure beneath the surface. The paycheck to paycheck cycle doesn't disappear overnight. It weakens little by little, until one day, the old financial habits that once felt impossible to escape no longer have the strength to hold you back. Sometimes the smallest crack is the beginning of the biggest change. The leaking bucket. A farmer walks to a well every morning with a wooden bucket. He fills it to the top, carries it home, and expects it to last the day. But somehow, by the time he arrives, much of the water is already gone. At first, he blames the distance. Then he blames the weather. Only later does he notice the real problem. The bucket has several tiny holes. None of them seem serious on their own. A single drop escapes here, another there, yet together, they empty the bucket long before it reaches its destination. Money often disappears the same way. Most people don't become trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle because of one enormous purchase. It's usually the quiet leaks that go unnoticed. A subscription that hasn't been used in months. Food ordered out of convenience instead of necessity. Impulse purchases that feel insignificant in the moment. Small fees that quietly repeat every month. Each expense seems harmless. Together, they slowly drain the paycheck before it has a chance to build anything meaningful. This is where the Japanese practice of hansei, or honest self-reflection, becomes so powerful. Instead of asking, "Why don't I have enough money?" it asks, "Where is my money quietly slipping away?" That simple shift replaces frustration with awareness. Psychologists call this automatic behavior. Much of what we spend isn't the result of careful decisions, it's routine. We repeat yesterday's choices simply because they feel familiar. The moment you begin noticing those patterns, something changes. You don't need to eliminate every leak overnight. You simply repair one hole at a time, cancel one forgotten subscription, plan one extra meal at home, pause before making one unnecessary purchase. Small repairs may not seem dramatic, but over time the bucket begins arriving home full. Financial freedom rarely starts with earning more. It often begins by keeping more of what you already have, because a bucket without leaks doesn't need more water. It simply needs fewer holes, changing the tracks. Every morning, the same train leaves the station. It follows the same rails, stops at the same platforms, and arrives at the same destination. The passengers may change, but the journey rarely does, because a train doesn't decide where to go each day. The tracks decide for it. Our financial lives often work the same way. Many people believe they make fresh money decisions every day. But if they look closely, they'll discover that most of those decisions were made long ago. The morning coffee purchased without thinking. The shopping app opened out of boredom. The habit of spending whenever stress appears. The paycheck that immediately disappears into the same routine month after month. These aren't isolated choices. They're tracks. And as long as the tracks remain unchanged, the destination will remain the same. This is where the Japanese philosophy of shuhari offers an important lesson. Mastery begins by following a better system until it becomes second nature. Before freedom comes discipline. Before creativity comes structure. Escaping the paycheck cycle isn't about trying harder every single day. It's about building a system that naturally leads to better outcomes. Psychologists often say, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Willpower fades. Good systems don't. Instead of asking yourself to make perfect decisions every day, make the good decision easier. Set up automatic transfers the day your paycheck arrives. Keep a shopping list before entering a store. Remove saved payment methods from apps that tempt impulsive spending. Create routines that make the better choice the simplest choice. At first, these changes feel small, almost insignificant. But changing one section of track changes every mile that follows. The train doesn't need a stronger engine. It simply needs rails that lead somewhere better. And once your financial habits begin running on new tracks, escaping the paycheck cycle stops feeling like a constant struggle. It simply becomes the direction you're already moving, the growing oak. An oak tree never rushes to become a forest. In its first year, it looks almost insignificant. You could walk past it without giving it a second glance. It doesn't provide shade. It doesn't stand taller than the trees around it. To many people, it seems as though nothing important is happening. But beneath the surface, something remarkable is taking place. Its roots are growing deeper. Its trunk is becoming stronger. Every season quietly prepares it for the years ahead. Financial freedom grows in much the same way. One of the biggest reasons people abandon good financial habits is because they expect immediate results. They save a little for 1 month and wonder why their life hasn't changed. They cut back on unnecessary spending for a few weeks and become discouraged when they still don't feel wealthy. Kaizen teaches a different lesson. Never judge a habit by today's results. Judge it by the direction it's taking you. Psychologists call this delayed gratification. Our brains naturally crave rewards that arrive quickly, even when waiting would produce something much greater. That's why spending money often feels more satisfying than saving it. The reward is immediate, while the benefit of saving remains invisible. Japanese families understand that meaningful progress is often invisible before it becomes obvious. A little less debt, a little more confidence, a little less financial stress, a little more control over each paycheck. None of these changes make headlines, but together, they slowly transform a person's life. Just as an oak tree doesn't wake up one morning fully grown, financial stability doesn't appear after one perfect month. It grows through seasons of patience. One better decision leads to another. One new habit strengthens the next. And before long, what once felt impossible begins to feel completely normal. The strongest trees aren't the ones that grew the fastest. They're the ones that never stopped growing. The calm harbor. A fishing boat doesn't spend every day crossing rough seas. Before each journey, it returns to a quiet harbor. There, the engine is checked. The nets are repaired. Supplies are restocked. The crew has time to breathe before heading back into open water. Without the harbor, even the strongest boat would eventually wear out. Life with money is no different. Many people living paycheck to paycheck never experience a financial harbor. Every dollar already has a job before it arrives. Every unexpected expense feels like another wave crashing against the boat. There's no room to recover, no time to think, and no space to plan. Living this way creates more than financial stress. It creates mental stress. Psychologists call this perceived control. When people feel they have no margin for error, their brains shift into survival mode. Decisions become reactive instead of thoughtful. Short-term problems consume all of their attention, leaving little energy to build a better future. This is why the Japanese philosophy of Ma is so valuable. Ma teaches that empty space is not wasted space. It is what makes balance possible. In your finances, that empty space isn't emptiness at all. It's breathing room. It's having enough flexibility that a surprise bill doesn't destroy your month. It's knowing you can pause before making a decision instead of reacting out of fear. It's the quiet confidence that comes from having options. Japanese families don't seek stability because they expect life to be easy. They seek it because they know life will sometimes be difficult. A calm harbor doesn't stop storms from coming. It simply gives the boat a safe place to prepare, recover, and begin again. Financial freedom isn't the absence of challenges. It's having enough room to face those challenges without losing your direction. Because sometimes, the greatest sign of wealth isn't how fast you're moving. It's knowing you always have a safe harbor to return to. The new identity. A butterfly doesn't become different the moment it spreads its wings. The transformation began long before anyone could see it. Day after day, small changes were taking place inside the cocoon. From the outside, nothing seemed to happen. But beneath the surface, a completely new identity was quietly being formed. Escaping the paycheck cycle follows the same pattern. Many people believe financial freedom begins when their bank balance changes. In reality, it begins when their identity changes. For years, you may tell yourself, "I'm just bad with money. I'll never get ahead. No matter what I earn, I'll always struggle." These thoughts seem harmless, but they quietly shape every financial decision that follows. The Japanese philosophy of ubaitori reminds us that every person grows at their own pace. There is no deadline for becoming the person you want to be. Progress isn't about comparing your journey with someone else's. It's about continuing your own. Psychologists call this identity-based behavior. People naturally act in ways that match the story they believe about themselves. If you believe you're always broke, every paycheck feels temporary. If you believe you're becoming financially disciplined, every small decision becomes evidence of that new identity. That's why Kaizen focuses on improving a little every day. Not because tiny improvements are exciting, but because every improvement quietly changes the person making the next decision. One thoughtful purchase, one planned week, one habit repeated again. Soon, you're no longer pretending to be financially responsible. You simply are. The paycheck cycle doesn't truly end when you earn more money. It ends when your daily habits begin reflecting a completely different version of yourself. Because lasting financial freedom isn't built by one extraordinary paycheck. It's built by an ordinary person becoming someone who makes extraordinary choices, one small step at a time. Escaping the paycheck cycle isn't about changing your life overnight. As we've seen through the philosophy of Kaizen, Lasting change begins with small improvements that are easy to repeat but powerful enough to transform your future. A tiny crack weakens an old habit. A small leak gets repaired. A new track changes your direction. An oak tree grows one season at a time. A calm harbor creates stability. And most importantly, every small action shapes a new identity. None of these lessons require a higher salary. They don't depend on luck or perfect timing. They simply require the willingness to become a little better than yesterday. If this story gave you a new perspective, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small financial habit you'll improve this week? Leave your answer in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories on Japanese philosophy, psychology, and intentional living. Because the paycheck cycle isn't broken by one giant leap. It's broken by thousands of small steps taken in the right direction.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome. Hello, hello, hello.
Guess who joined
Grand
us?
Rising, welcome. Yes, yes. I am back.
Hey, Miss Mina. I see Miss Shelby out there. Grand Rising to your wall. See you there.
I love that one, by the way. I absolutely love that one. So many. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases. I'm El Ruby Thomas. I'm in the house now. And what's up, Miss Thomas? Oh, speaking of which,
I was talking the whole back to come to you live.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh man. Oh, this was good. This was amazing, honestly. I gotta say.
Hi, Miss Ladies. How y'all doing?
Yeah, and
Hey, babies. We got some folks that's in this house, the Grand Rising family. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say y'all are everywhere. I love this. First of all, thank you for being on. We got Miss Hilda in the house, Miss H. Mina, Miss Shelby. How you doing? I see your message. We're gonna play it, okay? Sisters and brothers that are out here, Mighty 55, thank you for being on with us. Oh, Unchained Consciousness. Hey, family. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I know. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a second.
No. Okay.
Are we talking about your message?
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
No. Go ahead. Go play.
What happened? Here we go. That's Miss Shelby. She just want to tell everybody Grand Rising.
Yes, indeed.
I just got, give me 1 second because it's the first thing in the morning out here and this place is hot. This man ain't put no air on in this studio at all. And your sister is acting crazy up in here.
No, it's not.
I can't, look, I would rather y'all see my beautifulness than be up in here sweating in your face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Here
She's
we
just
go.
enjoying walking around the street.
How we doing, everybody? It is Monday, Mental Wellness Monday, and Breakfast with the Thomases, and it is time to get it on. You know what we do. You know what we be up to. Let's do it. Give me 1 second. Let me get you in the right screen. Thank you. Yeah, so we can get in the space with two people just working this out technology-wise.
Yeah.
Now, what do we get from that? I'm like, that was totally amazing. What was the name of the video, Al?
This is Chinese habits.
Japanese. Please be
habits.
careful because cultures are very important to
Japanese
people.
cultures to stop the paycheck to paycheck mentality.
Well, can you stop paycheck to paycheck?
Can you stop paycheck to paycheck? No.
Because paycheck to paycheck is how you live your life. Everyone lives their life. The only way to live your life, but you don't have to live in the mentality trapped around it. And I think that's the word. I think that's really the word that's missing. Mentality. Poor mentality. Wealth mentality. Let's get some vocabulary up in this mug, right, y'all?
You like the one men.
I ain't say men. I said mentality. It's a word. It's a verb for your mental. Mental.
Okay, I'm just
let them know, y'all. Let them know. It's the mental.
Oh, but think about it. This whole video was the whole premise of the thing. You get paid attention. Was one little improvement every day. One little thing. There's no great change that's gonna happen, And I was laughing at it when I heard it the other day. They're talking about the butterfly being in the process butterflies don't become butterflies in one session.
Well, they're not butterflies. They start out as
Caterpillars.
thank you. And we know caterpillars one day will be butterflies because of a process. And that is how everything works for everyone's life. Poor people will be wealthy if they allow themselves to go through the process. You have to put yourself through a process to find the change in the evolution you are looking for your life. But no one else can do that for you. There is no one that wraps a cocoon around a caterpillar to become that. There's no mama that put them inside to make them bigger. That's it. That's not how that works. And for my mamas, that's not how it's going to work for your kids either. So I want to make sure we real clear. Husbands and wives, that's not how that works for your spouse. You can't put them in nothing and make them something. Because unfortunately, we got this whole thing where we think we superpowers. We got superpowers. I'm going to make him this. I'm going to make him that. I'm going to be that man. I'm behind my man and I make him something. When you ain't made him nothing, he wasn't going to already be without you. And that is how. And she, same thing. I support my woman. Good. Now, what do you support her doing with yourself? You good?
Yeah,
you comfy?
Yeah, reposition
it. It's okay. Okay. Look, I ain't mad at you. Go on a reposition. Do what you got to do. Get in position. We got a lot of responses. Grand Rising, welcome into the space. Y'all know this ain't dictation. It's a conversation. Let's go. So let's hit some of these bubbles. Suki. I like that.
By the way,
Michelle.
Unchained Conscious.
She's Unchained Conscious. Nice.
Y'all know that yet.
I know it now. Hi, beautiful. So we have several players. We have Clapper. We have Clapper. We have Stereo. We have YouTube, and some people are on more than one. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can be on any Twitch. They don't have a Twitter anymore. And so we have some folks that are coming through. So we're gonna play these messages, y'all.
If it's hot, then call.
Oh no, she didn't. Let me repeat that.
If it's hot, then call the fireman.
She is terrible. She know I live next door to the people, to the fire department.
We're gonna make a call for you.
And Rising Sister, how you doing?
Well, I think Alvin might have started to say Chinese because they did say something about the Chinese practice of mall. But overall, the video, I think, was basically over Japanese.
Right.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
But it did mention Chinese practice of mall.
So that's where you got the Chinese from? Yeah. I try to make sure that we give the creators their proper due because especially for what it is that we're sharing. Y'all please forgive me. It was hot up in here. I don't understand what you doing. Mr. Salmon? Woo!
I'm doing good.
I'm my glasses on. They get on steam.
Yeah, there's a lot of information to go through
here. There were a lot of spots. Did you take notes?
That clip just now. It was very interesting and very so true.
That's what's up.
Right, Miss Ruby, since we going there, Annie, we got menopause, menstrual cramps, menstrual cycle, mental illness. What else is there? I just keep going.
Shelby, you a hot mess.
Oh my God.
That's my girl.
Heck no. I have always done that for the most part. However,
that's right.
I have come to learn that I'm not Bob Build-A-Bitch.
Be careful.
So we can't fix it.
Thank you.
Not my dog.
Lord.
We used to say Captain Same Ho, but now we got Bob Builder, you know what. And it's true. We can't build other people. You weren't placed here to do that. You were here to build yourself. One skill at a time, one habit at a time. And until you do, you can't really join with another person. It's an unhealthy match. Y'all get that? And identifying unhealthy matches are not sin. It's not bad. It's nothing wrong with that. When you identify an unhealthy match, you have to correct yourself. Not to make yourself match someone else, but you have to correct your presence, correct your connection to it. Some people are married to people who are extremely negative, are extremely hopeless, And when I say hopeless, meaning they think in that manner. Some people who think negatively of everything, and some are just the light. You would think that would work together. Actually, that doesn't work together. What that means, and no one's wrong, no one's bad. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that people have to work on themselves to be able to work on a joining of themselves. Most of us got out the gate. Look, I'm be honest, we got out the gate too early. I'm be honest. What did we do? As soon as high school, as soon as we were done with, I went to college 1 year, and I ended up with a husband. Look, I ended up with a husband.
I think, was that like you think it's like the consolation prize going to college?
Okay, no, not at all. You know that. We ended up with a family before we ended up with individuals. So life would change. Life made changes. And guess what?
You had your final individual too.
Exactly. Just like it always works. This is what he's talking about, the drip of time, the drip the drip to change. I love that. That was my favorite part.
The bucket?
Yeah, the boulder.
No, the bucket. The
leaky bucket, but also leading into the boulder. How a simple drip can, you missed the boulder. You missed the boulder, y'all. It's okay. The boulder, how the simple drip of water can be so powerful against a boulder. It can literally break and crash and shatter a boulder. It didn't break on its own. It was shattered by one little drip in a consistent. But what can you do with your finances? That's what we teach in P2G. That's what we sit in class with people saying, hey, let's go. Let me show you how to turn your pennies into gold. And we don't say, show you how to get rich quick. Show you how to get a big bag. I don't care what your bag look like, but if your habits change, your life changes. And that's the part we're involved with.
Your habits change your bag. Let's call it what it is. Your habits will always change your bag.
There's always a reason it changed.
And understand it doesn't come overnight. There are no good, there's no wealthy people out there, truly wealthy people, who did it overnight and who did it at an instant. There's a term called the new millionaires. The new millionaires are the ones who go back to being the regular
rich
people.
Can be newly broke too.
Yeah.
I know how they got there.
They got it all of a sudden and they don't know what to do with it.
Now, there's also the thing where the new rich that you just are seeing. They're the ones who just showing up on the scene, but they've been around for a long time.
Yes.
So we never assume and we never chase their dream. And that's what I like, the end of it. The end of it was about not trying to chase or being in a space, getting your mindset out of comparing yourself to someone else, out of thinking someone else has to become you in order to qualify for you. Y'all get that?
Yep.
You just have to work on you every day.
I thought the best part, I gotta honestly say, the best part of this thing was changing the tracks. Changing your tracks.
Changing the tracks. I like that.
Because it was like, we have this automatic way of thinking, automatic way of being. We know it's this way, so we just go this way, and not realizing if you want something, you gotta replace something. And you don't have to replace it all at one time, but you change that one little piece. You change your direction for a lifetime.
And so I think that goes into identity, changing your identity. Most people think that y'all are going to think something, not y'all, but some people are going to think that when we say changing your identity, when the video said it's really about changing your identity, it's not to the world. See, the world is not going to register you as anything new. The one that's going to register something new is you. You change your identity one habit at a time, one day at a time, in single strokes, over and over and over. So I love this habit. I read how many years? Oh God, I didn't want to say how many years ago. So 10 plus years ago, I read The Secret. I read The Secret. The Secret, yes. And there are many other very influential and very positive self-supporting or self-help supporting artists or writers in that book. And The Secret said something about this whole habit process. It said, making my bed every day, just getting up in the morning and making my bed would make me change how I see the rest of my day. Now, while I didn't believe that, and I used to just hop out the bed and kick the covers off and keep going. I throw the clothes on the bed. And look, I'm going to be honest. I had no problem with my bed being a hot mess. And some of y'all are like that. We all identify. A good portion of us at some point in our life can identify with that.
Messy bed.
But I discovered that by taking it on, by challenging myself to see what it was like, I didn't even do anything more than 1 week. I hadn't even noticed it. Some of these changes that you're going to have occur in your life are going to be like, when did I start doing this? You know, how did I start getting more time? Where did this energy come from?
Night and day, because clean space makes space.
A clean physical space makes space in your mind. It clears up. Things you do now allow you not to have worries for later. Does that make sense? When you remove, when you can remove things off your list now, what are you worried about for later? How does your heart worry? Did I do that? Oh my goodness, I gotta hurry up. How do you end up having 3 days? Some of y'all know you're given a task for 3 days, said it's 3 days away. Some of y'all end up doing it on the third day, an hour before it's due. You know what I learned in school about that? Ooh, I got caught out there. I did not know that my teacher, and this was in elementary, in high school actually, it's in high school. I hadn't realized that our summer learning and reading was meant to build on a concept we would have to be prepared for when we returned to school. So there was no way. I had to also, I don't know if you've ever done it, I had to do assignments. There was stuff that I didn't read, so I didn't know there were assignments due within that.
Yeah.
That had to do with that period I was set up to read it. Guys, y'all may not realize that's how your life is rolling.
Cram sessions don't always get you through.
No, cram sessions don't get you through at all. He said the word always. They don't get you through at all. You lost the momentum, the new identity with the time.
Very true, very true.
So cramming never worked. I don't care what class you passed and what grade you got. You lost the lesson. And you now have a harder way to finding out because you got something else. You got the results of something else.
Yeah, that's true. That's powerful.
You became adults that don't do your homework in life. So now when you're broke, that's the result of cramming, of waiting to the end, of doing it last. So did cramming sessions ever work? See, yeah, I know. I seem a little preachy. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Shelby, you might as well come on the show. she done got like 100 messages.
But it's probably very rare that it's worth it, because especially if you're somebody who's a healed person on their journey and your partner or desired partner is unhealed and unhinged, yeah, total chaos. So, which, you know, to some of us is fun, but it's exhausting after some time.
What you have to do is learn to let go of other people's journey.
That's a true statement right there.
You have it. She was talking about something really serious about when you have a partner or a desired partner who is not healed and is unhinged. That is not a journey you take next to them. You can take a journey with someone from a distance on yours. You cannot make your journey, you can't connect your journey to someone who is not on the same road. That's when you say exhausting. You are constantly trying to pull this person to a road that is not theirs. Your road and your journey is not theirs. You know, the hard part is accepting that that's not the case. You now have to heal yourself of this person's own journey. It is not uncaring to allow someone to live their own life. It is not uncaring to love someone and not be connected. I hope we really get in a world of that. Because you were put on this earth You didn't have a twin, and if you did, your twin wasn't lacked in your body. You were still created to stand your square. And they are still responsible for the same thing. I don't care. Y'all could be married. Y'all could be in a relationship. Y'all could be in a long distance relationship. A relationship built on pity and control is not healthy. So you are not healed if you are still there. And I'm sorry you might not like this. Some of y'all may not like to hear that. But those are the facts of how it works. You have to leave people to where, you understand? Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Look at
You gotta let people come to where they are in their own time, you know. And no one grows at the same.
Hold on a second.
No one grows. At the
Wait,
same time.
hold up. What did Larry just say to that?
Bag lady, you're gonna hurt.
Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back. Carrying all them bags like that. You understand? Get it off your back. It's not yours. And I'm so sorry you may not like it, but you're going to have to decide what healing and health looks like for you. Because if carrying somebody who not can't carry themselves, because that's not a thing, y'all know that. I've seen people with no limbs still holding it up and managing life. So don't do me that favor. Stop using excuses. Because I'll take you places that'll shame you, that will shame you. It'll shame the lane. And the fact is, what is your goal in life? We're not here to change other people. We're here to change ourselves to the thing, to mold ourselves in the kind of butterfly who gonna be.
You gonna be.
Are you my butterfly?
I love your butterfly, but no, I can't be your butterfly.
Am I your butterfly?
A lot of times, yeah. No.
You didn't make me.
But no, she's right.
No, I'm just saying. Can we finish this out? Yeah. Be honest.
No, we're two butterflies flying next to each other.
Can I take credit for your change?
No.
Can you take credit for my change?
Not at all.
How about we stop trying to do that? Because that's control, not love.
That's building.
That's control. You trying to, like you said, you out of the builder, you know what? I'm with you. So be out of it.
Bobby ain't there no more.
The language is everything. You speak it. When you are healed, we got to recognize healing comes with habits. You'll start to see the language. When you recognize someone they're not broken. Remember that people aren't broken. People are dealing with their challenges where they are, and you have to let them. There is no way to help somebody walk on their feet if they're just going to stay on their knees. You get what I'm saying? The minute you let them go, what's going to happen?
They're going to fall down.
There you go. I did quite a bit of training in the last year in addiction support, and I did get certified for our business because we were working with people in the business who were coming out of addiction. We were teaching them financial literacy, digital financial literacy. And one of the biggest things was to help someone is not to give them resources. It is to guide them to them. Allow them to take advantage of that which they will. Once they have made decisions, not when you make a decision for them. I'm letting a lot of people know I'm excited because I will be returning to that training. Just got my little budget. I ain't gonna lie. I had to earn it. Look, I had to build it, to build my budget for it. But that's what I want to do. I want to make sure we stay connected to the people who want to have a good life, who need the resource. I'm not begging nobody to come and change your life and do your own finances. I'm just telling you it's available. And when we get there, we do such great things.
You got to be willing to come to the table and stick. Because you can come to the table and leave.
Oh, we got a lot of those. A lot of people bounce right off. I love it. Bounce right off. And I'm like, hello. Hello. What we gonna do? What you and for those who think, Miss Ruby, I'm coming back to class. Okay. See you there.
And that's all you can say to them. see you here.
Yeah, the family ain't leave, baby. This mission ain't leave because you left. Like they say with that, y'all ever hear the footprints in the sand? P2G has been steady. The one who walked away was you. If you come back to the path, it will still be there, and we will be further than we were before. Because we are. We're in a whole new light. You like what you see?
I'm liking that, but I thought it was very funny. You know, when I saw the footprint a long time. Shelby, that's for you.
Hold on a second. This lady is okay. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to, and she's already hearing them. Yes, she is. Oh boy.
But that the footprints. Let me go. Let's go back to the foot. When I first saw that poem and that picture of the feet, and then one said disappear, I thought, why did he leave? Why did he leave? It wasn't him who left. And it took me a while to figure that out. Come on, you know.
And in the end, he'd been carrying him all the time. Yeah. See, you got to trust something. You got to start trusting yourself that you can put one leg down and hold yourself up.
You got to believe
that these are the only things that we do, that we provide, is support. It's like a crutch. Crutch don't work by itself. You don't get across the room without your crutch.
Nope.
And then eventually you walk away from the crutch because the crutch allowed you to create stability and muscle to move forward. We don't stay a crutch. We never were. We are the support system. We're your community. We come with resources. Speaking of which, I like this. Yeah, I got it right. We got it right today. I'm really excited. Okay, so a couple of things. I love it. We got a lot of conversation in the room. And there we go. Larry's in the house. How you doing? Larry Wiggins Bay. How you doing, brother? And he ain't joking. He's in the conversation. You understand? He's in the conversation.
Authentic man.
That's right. We got some folks that's out here. Ty, you made it. He said I made it in. He's on Clapper. He made it to Clapper. That's what's up. That's what's up. We always recommend people come into the show on the YouTube side because it's easier to adapt. But if you can make it on stereo and you can make it on Clapper, by all means,
make it on.
In. That's what's up. We got you in the house, brother. That's right. All right. We got also Miss Shelby who's in the house. I'm about to pull her up.
Training.
He said that's them Navy boys training.
Man. Clean space and a clear mind.
I like that. She said, go ahead. She said a man, a clean space, and a clear mind. She ain't making any more comments after that.
Guilty to the ones who.
What's she got on there?
Strive to do it the first day.
She's talking. Let's get her messages.
Really. Try to do it the first day. Strive to do it the second day. But either life happens or you happen to yourself, and ultimately it's usually like late the second day or early the third day.
Got it. So she's speaking to habits of when people are trying to make that change and things that go. I like it. She said you try to do it the first day. You strive to do it the first day. Oh no, she said strive to do it the first. Try to do it the first day. Strive to do it the second day. But either life happens to you, to you yourself, you happen to yourself, and ultimately it usually is late by the second day or early the third day. Now, what do you do with that? What do you do with that, Mr. Thomas?
What you do is keep going.
Thank you.
Just keep going.
Right off the top of the dome. You never ever let the results stop the habit. Y'all get that? Because the habit is what you're looking for. Sometimes we forget that habits aren't about the result. That building a new you're building your new boo in here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a goal to get to. So what? It's jaggedy. It's janky.
Yeah, that's a good word.
You know what I'm saying? Be janky another day.
Look at this. You know, we got professionals out there, and they have all their jobs are attached to the word practice.
Come on.
Doctors.
Come on.
Nurses.
And y'all pay them good money for this.
Lawyers.
You pay them like they professionals. They are practicing on your tail. Yeah. You and a many number. They don't know what they're doing.
They're practicing. Lawyers practice all the time.
That's legal language, I think. Wait. That's actually legal language to those professions. So they don't get sued. Oh, you know we practicing. Well, wait a minute. I'm just a test subject. Yes. Because the only way to get better, not perfect, none of them can claim perfection.
Through practice.
None of them can claim they can be a good doctor. You can have great private, you can have great talents and everything. But you know what happens in the end? You're still all practicing. You could have been there for 50 years. Yep. It's still a practice. Okay, Shelby, I'm either going to pull you up or you're going to slow down the messages. She got a whole book up in here. You want to get on the show? I got to pull her up. Here we go. Hold on. We got also a message from Miss.
I really enjoyed listening.
We have a message from Miss Hilda in here. It's down low.
Interesting and very so true.
Yeah.
Too many times in life, we try to.
I'm gonna pull it to Shelby.
Shelby
up.
Try to make others happy, but people don't. People fail to realize that you have to make yourself happy before you can even try to make someone else happy. So sometimes it's good to just set aside some me time, some alone time, just to rediscover who you are, clear your head, and begin again. There's nothing wrong with starting over, and it's never too late to regain yourself, your confidence, and structure before you can just make certain decisions.
Amen. Amen to that.
Mind that is so factual.
Well thought out, structured. That's what I'm talking about.
That is so well done. I mean, wow.
Why we got to run through life? Why do we have to be with somebody to be have to be a good person in our life for ourselves? Why do we have to choose something other than ourselves first? I remember this, and I've never stopped saying this. One of my favorite sayings that I created for myself was, love you fierce. Love you first. Because nobody is going to love you if you can't and don't love yourself. And it's not feelings. We're not talking about emotions. We're talking about the practical everyday. What are you building for yourself every day? Who are you making yourself? What new skills are you putting in place?
What are you making you?
How are you securing your mental bag, your emotional bag, your physical bag? How are you? Look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm holistic, every portion. How are you sexy? You feeling all beautiful? Who tells you that? First.
Hope it's you.
Oh.
I hope it's you.
How does someone else think that you are affectionate or are beautiful and sexy if you don't?
You don't portray that.
What do you think the outcome of that will be? That's the outcome that comes everything. The work, wealth, worthy, consistent, trustworthy. Come on, y'all. Who has to be that in your mind first before someone else sees it? Because right now, there's some grown people that can't talk to a group of other grown people because they don't believe that they are able to have that conversation. So they don't. They don't speak up for themselves. They say things like, I want to for this, but it doesn't happen. And can that be true?
You can't have half-truth.
It's not about that. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about what happens, what's happening in your life. So one of the things that I'm very clear about is I work very hard not to be a hypocrite. I won't ever teach you anything I haven't learned. I won't ever talk about things that I'm not doing. I won't tell you all my business. Now, that's one thing. We ain't asking y'all to talk all your business. That's ridiculous.
Keep that to yourself, please.
But what we want people to do is realize, don't just be building in your mind. You have to build into the world for yourself. No one has to be watching you. And if all you do is something while someone's watching you, and when people are not watching you, nothing's happening, guess what's happening?
Nothing's happening.
Nothing. You are not creating anything or anyone.
You are in the show
now,
for being seen.
And Shelby, I know you got a lot to say, baby. That's because practice. I'm going to play the last one.
Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent.
Amen. I like that. She said that's because practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. It makes it stick.
Long-lasting habit.
So you get to decide what you're making stick. What habits are sticking in your life?
Or which ones are not.
So I got, before we go, look, we got to get ready to go because we got to get to the car and go out and do some running around. But before we go, I got to say, we got a birthday to recognize.
Oh, yes.
Just in case the brother is out here, we have a really good friend who is an amazing heart for our family, our business, and our community. And he is doing some amazing things to help his family get through some really hard times. Y'all guys have seen him on the show. His name is David Richards, or we also call him the doctor.
The doctor.
And so we want to say happy solar return to the brother, because he has made it again, baby.
Indeed, yes, indeed.
He's made it again. And happy birthday, my love and brother and fan. We pray for you, and we hope that you're having a beautiful day, and that all things and everything under heaven is going your way. That's what I'm talking about.
Amen and amen to that.
Yes. Now, we don't just talk, we walk. And if you like to join the walk, we ain't holding up nobody. So people keep going, does she have free classes? No, I don't have free classes. I don't teach for free. Your time had better be worth something, because mine is. And it is always worth growth. You're not going to come into one of my classes or programs and leave with nothing in pocket. It's not just a head full of stuff. So come in being ready to get that work in.
It is not a
I work a shop. Look, people in here let you know she a workshop lady. She not a what do they call it? I'm not doing a
She's not a school teacher.
I'm not a, well, I am a kind of a teacher, but I teach a different way. You're not here leaving with a head full of stuff. You're gonna leave with a pocket full of growth, movement. Because baby, we ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for interest to be slowed down. Slow in time and money, they work together. So we're gonna show you how to get that money stepping up.
Yeah, Larry, you're so true. Value is valuable.
Amen.
Value is valuable.
So why I say that, that's what I'm talking about. We gotta get it popping.
Talk that
talk on. See, I got you. All right. We got some good stuff coming up. I've been in, I would call the lab, and I've just Ty, I gotta say thank you, because I am now an AI digital music artist. I've been seriously creating. P2G Radio is going to be debuting in September with the new website. We'll be opening up the new website, which is y'all classroom web portal. Sign up for whatever you want to sign up. You can do it live. You can do it digital. You can actually do your private training. You're going to get vocabulary videos, tutorials, and I mean step-by-step, the whole nine. But you're going to get a radio station that plays music that builds your financial mentality and actually everything you need to grow you. We not out here playing. If AI can get us there faster, we're going to get there. Now, what that means is we're going to be bringing out AI creation classes, not just for the business owners, for people who would like to start a new business. I myself am now looking for 5 apprentices, because we are going to be creating an ad company for small businesses who don't know how to use AI but need the AI advantage. If you would like to be an apprentice in the platform, contact me at p2gnetworks.com. But more so, just email me. Please, email me. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Go to the website, do what you gotta do. Got it?
Hit it up.
That's right. Bottom line, this information, private classes, and now I'm letting everybody know, our apprentice have to contribute to the platform. You're just not paying a regular price for classes. So please reach out. I'm only taking 5, and this will literally be a 12-week program you have to sign into, and you will be responsible for learning everything you need to, so we can employ you to work with small businesses. I am not playing games. We're bringing value at high levels. Next thing. Now, Wednesdays we come in and we ain't playing. Oh, is this Saturday? My bad. Wrong day. You got them all mixed up. Yeah. So I'm used to pop. So let's go. So I don't want to hear no excuses. You got the website, right? On the website, every one of these flyers is up there. If you're not coming through, you don't see a flyer, what do? You reach out. You looking for something, you drop it? No. You reach out.
Yep.
You get on there and talk to somebody because you can. This ain't Amazon. You ain't got to go through 3 different prompts to get to me. I will be in touch. If you put something into our bot, I will be in touch. I will be responding back through the bot. This is the old website. Right now, all you could do is sign up for a class. Free or paid, you sign up and get it. You won't have your login to do all that. Mm-hmm. So if you already doing business with us, what do you think you're going to get with the new site? That's what's up. I ain't playing. The other thing is on Wednesdays, we have Work It Out Wednesdays in the morning. Now, you didn't put this flyer up, so just let you know. Wednesday, Work It Out Wednesday, we got a performer coming in. One of my babies from back in the day who is an amazing singer. He has always inspired me to want to bring out my passion in singing. But I love that he is so developed into an amazing artist, and I'm looking for it. The artist Karandi will be on Wednesday in the morning at 8 a.m. on our show. He is our guest, and he will get a live performance at that time. Come in and join us at 8 a.m. on Wednesday for our regular schedule. Y'all know what we do every Wednesday, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. And in the evening, you can come in and join us for an actual workshop. This is a community program that we put together on Wednesday. Sorry, that's the Wednesday one. But then you're gonna reach out and come visit us on Saturday. This is our Saturday program. This is our status correction. It always tongue ties. The status study, trying to help you guys recognize the place that you're playing the game of life in. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't know where you are, how do you win the game? How do you move forward? And on that note, our paid classes, this lineup is actually growing. Yep. So first things first, grow from small amounts of profit. Hop in. You're going to see some new flyers for this. I love this. Got a whole new lineup, and it's time to do what we got to do. Make sure you get in on one of these Sundays or all of these Sundays, because we're literally building your bag for the whole month. This is a paid class. You can do a payment plan if you choose, but if you don't get on there, you never start, you never grow. Got it? Absolutely. So I'm excited. I'm really having fun building on these finances. The markets are moving right now. Yes. So I'm like, yo, bring it. If you got crypto and you like, I don't know what to do, time to come. Bring it. If you've never had crypto, you need wallets. You need, oh my God, you don't know what to do. This is the program. Y'all hear me? We're going to be talking about more of this on Wednesday, so hop on the free Wednesday. Yep. We'll help you get set up for this so you'll be able to get your structure with your schedule. I ain't playing. There's a process to winning the game. Are you in? Come play with us, because we just growing. And oh my God, the land seminar. The land seminar is coming. Ooh. I can't wait for that one. Oh, no. We got you. We got you. So, Miss Shelby, I'm gonna have to have these conversations. I got to get her up here next time. We're gonna get your last words out. I love you.
All right, girls, I'm out. Peace, love, and light. Have an abundant day.
Yes, absolutely. So with that, I'm also gonna have to kiss Mr. Thomas goodbye. Get out. And have a great day, everybody. We love y'all. Y'all know that. He got to go run for his car. He know he can't run, so he's gonna get his butt out of here and get up here. Go do it. We love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. We are here. Don't forget, join us during the week. Come in the house. Be in the space, because these things we ain't going nowhere. It's only getting better. And you are welcome to the table any day, anytime. Peace and love. See you soon. Ooh. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, Work It Out Wednesday, Pay It Forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital